Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today is the 10th day of February 2026, and here I go again. So, yesterday was the 45th day of vlogging every single day, and I learned a few things in those 45 days that I'm going to talk about. And I don't know, I'm taking a risk going to get my hair cut by walking because, as you can see, it looks like it might rain out here, and it did. It did rain a little bit earlier, not enough to keep the ground wet. Again, it's just one of those things where you see spots on the ground, but then it doesn't stick around. Doesn't even get the ground completely wet. It dries up before the next drops come. But it's still, like, it feels good out here. It's still t-shirt and short weather, as you can see. Doing this daily vlog for 45 days, I'm gonna say the biggest change has to be the not drinking anymore. Not drinking half a bottle of rum a day. How much have I had to drink so far today? No, it's just that doing my videos has kind of become the new normal. So it's given me something to do in place of drinking that rum. I think I'm gonna go this way today. Oh, I forgot to check in at the hair cutting place. Yeah, the not drinking half a bottle of rum a day. Actually, I haven't had any alcohol at home at all to drink since I started this vlog, and maybe a day or two before. And the drinking has been very light on the outside when I'm out at dinner. I did have, so I've had 3 margaritas that I know of, and I had 1 zombie at Golden Tiki in Las Vegas. So that's 4. And I think that's it. There might have been I had some straight rum in Vegas after the zombie. So a zombie, 3 margaritas, and a little bit of rum. In how long? I mean, I started this on the 27th of December. So, hi, puppy. Hi, doggy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. I'll pet you. Come on. Oh, okay. Here, come here. Come here. It doesn't want me to pet it, but when I start to walk away, watch, I'll show you. Let's see, is it gonna do it? It got really close when I was walking away, but it won't actually let me touch it. Oh, yeah, you're tough now here. The hair on the back was all standing up. Oh, another thing I've learned, I gotta keep this camera a little further away from my face. Oh, I noticed I've gotten these cold sores since I was a kid. It's always been a thing, like I have no idea what it's related to. I have no idea. Some people say it's sun, some people say it's, if you got a virus or I don't know, like a cold virus, I don't know. But yeah, there you go. So my wife was right. Like on the second day of my vlogging, she's like, dude, camera's too close to your face. I didn't bring my gimbal today. I didn't feel like, because I knew I had to get this further away from my face. I didn't want the extra weight of the gimbal. And I left the small selfie stick in my wife's car from, I don't know where we went the other day, but we went somewhere and I had it. And as soon as they saw me with the tripod, the little selfie stick / tripod, they're like, oh my God, not again, really? I forgot, where the heck do we go? I don't know. Days just disappear, I guess, with these videos, So yeah, the drinking the rum. And again, still no effects. I don't feel any better or any worse. And I don't even really have time to think about it. I will say one thing though. I think I put on about 8 pounds. 8 pounds? Let's see. Yeah, 8 pounds. Because I'm staying up later and I'm nibbling on stuff. And last February, I stopped eating sugar because I got a piece of glass in my toe, and it was there for about a week. I could feel it. I got it in the garage, and I was like, I got to get that piece of glass out of my toe. And so I went to go try to get the piece of glass out of my toe, and I couldn't really see the bottom of my toe. I'm like, man, I need to lose some weight. Things my belly's getting in the way, kind of a thing, And oh, nice plumeria. Well, got some fresh leaves coming out, getting ready to bloom here for the spring. And so I stopped eating sugar, and I actually quickly, I was still drinking my regular half a bottle of rum a day back then. And I fairly quickly dropped 10, 13, 10 to about 12 pounds, I think. About 12 pounds rather quickly. Since I stopped drinking and I'm staying up later, I kind of slid back a little bit on that. I'm up a little bit longer because I'm doing something, and I'm not tired because of the rum. Every time I hear it play, I know my daughter's out flying right now. She's supposed to do her solo sometime this week. She got cleared last Friday during her phase check by a separate, non-biased instructor, not the instructor she trains with, but someone else got in the plane with her and watched her do, her takeoffs and landings, and cleared her to do her solo. But we're thinking that maybe the weather isn't great today, so she's not going to do it. The instructor did allude to the fact that maybe it could happen today, but I'm going to say no. I'm going to think she's going to come home and say, no, I didn't do my solo today. I've slid back on the whole no sugar thing, but I think I can easily go back to not drinking the sugar. I'm not drinking, not eating the sugar again. I don't really drink sugar anything. I don't like drinking sugared Cokes. That's too sweet. I think I've gained about 8 pounds back. And this is the month last year that I stopped eating sugar. So maybe I'll go back to that. I don't know. It's not that hard for me to do things like that because I like so many other things. I can't eat wheat. So I find myself, potatoes or rice or corn based things. I can do those. I can do grilled vegetables, grilled meat. I'm happy camper with all that stuff. So it's not oh, you can't eat a donut. Well, I can't, or I shouldn't. Let's put it that way. I could pick the donut up and eat it, but the consequences aren't going to be fun. But it's just so easy for me to turn things off like that, just like with the rum. And I wasn't even trying. It was just a side effect. So that's one of the other things that I've noticed about doing this daily vlog for 45 days in a row now. Today is episode 46, but you could probably do the math on that. I am walking down to get a haircut, and the last time I got a haircut, I walked down as well. I don't know. It's not that far, and I probably should walk more anyway, which brings me to the other thing I was going to talk about. I think, because I write my descriptions in the evening, I walk and I talk into my phone and have it dictate, and then I copy it, paste it, and I do the editing of the verbiage, and then put it into the description of the video. I think I'm going to stop doing video descriptions. I don't know. Has anybody dealt with that before? Anybody want to chime in? I think I'm just going to cut it out completely and see what happens. because I don't think, tell you the truth, I still think I have this lingering effect from, co-opting one of my old accounts to do this channel with. I call it an account because it wasn't like a thing where I was producing content to put up. And so a lot of the people, I mean, I have over 1 million views on this channel. It's just that it's a bunch of stuff that's like copywritten, and there have been claims, where they got blocked and all that stuff, because I wasn't trying to do it for anything to get monetized or, to make myself, give myself a platform to say anything that had nothing to do with it. It was just an account that I had. And yeah, I have over 1 million views. I got 430 some subscribers that I just kind of like carried over. More dogs. I thought it was going to be like a boost. Like I'm like, hey, I'm this close to partner already with the subscribers. Well, the subscriber count hasn't moved that much. Started at like 431, went up to 432, then it went back down, and now I'm up to like 445 or something. So it hasn't moved the needle. And my watch hours are just crap on here. So I'm a long ways from becoming partner, long ways from becoming monetized, and on this channel. So I think like I said, I think I'm still suffering from the lingerings of that. Well, there's a dog at this house. And I thought for sure this house was vacant because it used to be like really, really bad. Like you couldn't even see the house. There was so many trees and stuff. And there was an old Peugeot 505 here that I don't think worked. I love the Peugeot 505. I think it's a beautiful sedan. It's almost the first car I ever had, and before I got the Land Rover. But they went in there, did a bunch of stuff, cleaned it up, put it on the market, and sold it. But it completely looked abandoned, not abandoned, but just vacant. Like the person who bought it hadn't moved in yet. Wait, what? The crosswalks talk to you now? Yeah, I think I'm still suffering from the lack of continuity between any of the subscribers, anything they like, if they're even like active anymore. That's another thing I don't even know. I mean, how do you find this stuff out? I'm just gonna keep posting because, like I said, I like doing this. I think it's fun. Some dark clouds over there. I might be walking home in the rain. Clean haircut, fresh haircut, but wet. Okay, I took the opportunity of when I was crossing the road to check into the haircut place. That's what they like you to do these days. Did you check in online? They say when you come in. I don't really know what difference it makes. It says 0-minute wait. So I'm just looking. There's like hundreds of cigarette butts down here. I don't ever see that many people smoke, especially for like hundreds of them to be around. Maybe it's the bus stop. Maybe there's people smoking at the bus stop, and before the bus comes, see that bus stop back there? Before the bus comes, they pitch it out. I don't know. They're even continuing down here. Maybe people live at these apartments. They get kicked out to go smoke their cigarettes. I'd kick them out too. I hate the smell of it. Since I like doing this, since I like making videos, I like having a second channel where I can just put whatever. Like if I go to an amusement park, or like I go to the, like when I went to the Japanese garden, right? Doesn't really fit in my tropical garden thing, but I still want to show it to everybody because it's kind of cool. Not everybody knows about it. So it's just one of those things where I like having the outlet that's not so confined to my tropical gardening channel. That said, I'm really encouraged about the performance of the tropical garden channel. It's just like I can put up a video and my AdSense shoots up pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna make the cut for getting a payment out from AdSense this time. In fact, I know I'm not, because I got monetized like on the 10th of last month, and today's the 10th. So I've been monetized for a month, but the cutoff is at the month, and at the end of the month, I should say. So from the 10th of the month to the end of that first month, I didn't build up enough to get the check, which is fine. It'll all work itself out. It'll all come in due time, and that way my first check will be decent, right? It'll be something to, I don't know, celebrate. And like I said, I'm real happy. I'm real encouraged by the performance of that. But this channel, it's not so much about being monetized or trying to get monetized like I was with the other one. I was really pushing hard, and it shows because I got monetized in under 5 months. So with this channel, it's more about having that outlet where I could just put whatever I want. You know, if I find a new coffee place, if I want to do a review of freezer section Dole Whip, I can do that. People aren't going to tune in and say, well, this is kind of weird, you know, it's supposed to be about palm trees or bromeliads or something, and then I'm doing a review of freezer section Dole Whip, which is actually pretty good. And if you don't live in an area where you can get Dole Whip, I actually recommend it. And I think the packaging's super, super fun. They did a really good job with that. So I'm going to go get my hair cut. I think I might give Starbucks a chance to redeem themselves. Let's see what's going to happen there. But because we have 2 Starbucks here in this little shopping center that's right down the hill from my house. And I don't know, I might just ask them, what do I got to do to get like a real latte here? Not just a warm cup of milk that barely has any coffee flavor to it. Maybe I'll consult my daughter on that. My older daughter, I have 2 daughters. She works at Starbucks, so she was giving me some pointers yesterday after the fact, after I kind of torched Starbucks for giving me whatever the heck that was they gave me yesterday. But I'm gonna go get my hair cut, and I'll decide whether I'm gonna do that on the flip side or not. Okay, so I went into Starbucks all loaded for bear with the information that my daughter gave me about what to order. And I ordered it the way she told me, and I kind of explained it to the guy too. So he got it. And check out the cups they have. These are new. I said, oh my God, when did you, because green's my favorite color. And I just love that contrast. Really good design. And he said that he just saw it today. Like this is the first day he saw it. But then I mentioned to him, oh, these cabinets are new. And he's like, they are? So I don't know how long he's been there, but I didn't see these yesterday in Malibu. Okay, now I am off the main street. I can talk. I don't have my lavalier mic. So I'm got to keep the camera away, especially with this. It looks terrible. And so I got this at Starbucks, and again, dude, Starbucks, even if it was crappy coffee, I would still love the cup just because I love green and I love that typeface. It's just so traditional. I just love it. But they did a much better job this time, and we were able to figure out, I'm going to switch hands here, use this wall for a table. We were able to figure out that part of the problem with yesterday's breve is that they charged me and gave me, I'm not saying they mischarged me for something that I didn't get, but they charged me for a larger size, which kind of leads me to suspect that's why it was so watered down with the milk, with the half and half, was because they upped the size when I asked them for the smallest one that they had. And I told him the price, and he rang it up, and he's like, yep. He goes, it was the larger one that they gave you. So that could have been part of the problem. So same number of shots, larger cup, more milk, more diluted coffee. Dude, I'd get a shirt or a hat with this on it, tell you the truth. You know what? This is a good time to say, hey, Bricky, what do you think? Since you are our resident design critic, You're like a guy who goes into a restaurant to critique the food, but you do it with design. You do a pretty good job too, I'm gonna have to tell you. I don't know where you're getting your information, but it's good. I just don't know how you do all the research to get all the stuff that you do on the design aspect of all the Disney stuff. But you gotta appreciate this, right? Is this a redo from something they did before? I don't know. But supposedly they just came out today, and I believe them. So even having said that I'm not going to do descriptions anymore, I don't know, it feels weird because, you know, I throw little things in there like this, and how are people going to find that stuff? I don't know. Somebody said YouTube can like translate your voice into text and then use that as data to decide what category your video goes in, who it gets pushed to, all that. I don't know, maybe we do this one as an experiment. Episode 46. No description. Just the title. If you watch the other episode, these trees were whipping around like this, but a lot more when I got my last haircut. Today it's for a different reason though. It's not because of winds coming from the east. In this case, it's more from, I think, a storm coming in, because it is definitely looking like it wants to rain. And I think it will later tonight. But until then, we'll go with the t-shirt and the shorts once again today here in Ventura. God, it's been like all year. Okay, back home in my fortress of solitude, if you will, here in my tropical garden. Starbucks has somewhat redeemed themselves. I think the cups are awesome. Let's see. Oh, a new haircut and a new tactic on this channel as far as descriptions goes. I think I'm going to forego it for now. I don't know what that's going to do to me or for me, if anything. I'm also going to keep the camera a little bit further away, you know, show a little more of the background, a little less of my face. And that's going forward. So, you know, 45 days, I'm going to keep going. I like it. I don't miss the rum. Half a bottle of rum a day to nothing. So that is a big change. I imagine for some people it would be a really big change, you know, if they were having an issue with it. But then again, like I said, I don't know. Maybe those people are drinking more than half a bottle a day. Or maybe they're drinking half a bottle a day at work, in which I could see that would be a big problem. And not doing that would be huge for them. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you liked hearing, you know, some of the things that I have found or come across or picked up or learned during these last 45 consecutive uploads. And I will see you tomorrow. And until then, take care.